Tonight, we're embarking on a timeless journey through the towering, layered, ever-evolving architectural history of New York City. From humble Dutch colonial roots to the gleaming supertalls piercing the clouds today, NYC's buildings tell a story of ambition, innovation, immigration, and reinvention. This isn't just stone and steel, it's the soul of a city that never stops building upward and onward. Dim the lights, imagine the skyline unfolding, and let's step into history together. Our story begins in the 17th century with Dutch colonial roots. When the Dutch founded New Amsterdam in 1624, they built simple, sturdy homes with gambrel roofs and flared eaves. Few survive, but treasures like the Wyckoff House, 1652 in Brooklyn, the oldest building in NYC, whisper of those early days. Brick and stone, practical yet charming, laid the foundation. As British rule took hold after 1664, federal style emerged in the late 18th and early 19th centuries. Elegant, symmetrical row houses with delicate details defined the young republic. City Hall, 1812, and Gracie Mansion, 1799, showcase this refined classicism. Brick facades, fan lights, and a sense of newfound American grace. The 19th century exploded with growth. Greek Revival, cast iron lofts in SoHo, the world's largest collection, and iconic brownstone row houses in Brooklyn and Harlem. These warm sandstone facades became the heartbeat of residential neighborhoods, stoops inviting community amid rapid urbanization. Then came the Beaux-Arts era, around 1900. Grand, opulent public monuments. Grand Central Terminal, 1913, and the New York Public Library, 1911, dazzle with marble halls, soaring ceilings, and classical grandeur, celebrating the city's Gilded Age confidence. The 1920s, 1930s Art Deco boom gave us the skyline we know. Setbacks from the 1916 zoning law created wedding cake towers. The Chrysler Building, 1930, with its gleaming spire. Empire State Building, 1931, and Rockefeller Center, Jazz Age icons of steel, terracotta, and optimism. Post-World War II modernism stripped away ornament for glass and steel purity. The Seagram Building, 1958, Lever House, and UN headquarters embodied the international style. Clean lines, functional beauty, plazas opening the city to light. The 1970s, 1980s postmodern reaction brought playfulness and historical nods. Philip Johnson's AT&T Building, now 550 Madison, 1984, with its Chippendale pediment, broke the glass box mold, adding whimsy and irony. Today, contemporary architecture soars with sustainable supertalls. One World Trade Center 2014 symbolizes resilience. Hudson Yards and the Vessel 2019 blend innovation and public space in a city still reaching for the sky. New York's architecture isn't frozen history. It's a living layerscape where colonial farms stand blocks from billion-dollar towers. Each era built on the last, creating a city that's uniquely vertical, diverse, and unstoppable. What era calls to you most, the gritty roots or the gleaming future.
Even as we explored the exteriors of early Dutch homes, stepping inside reveals the intimate life of New Amsterdam's settlers. Thick wooden beams, cozy fireplaces, and simple yet practical furniture reflect a life of warmth and resilience. Light filters through leaded windows, casting soft golden patterns that whisper stories of the 17th century.
Moving into the late 18th and early 19th centuries, the federal style shows the young nation's elegance and optimism. Symmetrical row houses, brick facades, fan lights over doors, and lantern-lit sidewalks create streets imbued with order, refinement, and subtle charm. Brooklyn and Harlem's brownstones form the heartbeat of 19th century neighborhoods. Ornate sandstone facades, carved doorways, and wrought iron railings invite residents to gather on stoops amid the changing seasons, where autumn leaves scatter like memories across the steppes.
In SoHo, industrial elegance meets residential charm. Cast iron facades, large arched windows, and cobblestone streets tell the story of urban expansion and architectural creativity. Pedestrians strolling along these streets bring the history to life, bathed in the soft glow of afternoon sunlight.
The roaring 1920s and 1930s gave us the skyline's most iconic forms. Chrysler Building's gleaming spire, Empire State Building's towering silhouette, and Rockefeller Center's geometric terraces create a skyline defined by optimism, jazz-age ambition, and meticulous artistry. Post-World War II architecture stripped away ornamentation for clean, functional beauty. The Seagram Building, Lever House, and UN headquarters showcase glass and steel elegance, plazas inviting sunlight and public life, and a vision of a forward-looking international city.
The late 20th century reacted with whimsy. Philip Johnson's AT&T Building, 550 Madison, introduced a Chippendale pediment, pink granite facades, and playful references to the past. These buildings brought humor and character to a skyline previously dominated by glass and steel.
In the 21st century, New York continues to innovate. Hudson Yards and the Vessel merge architecture with public life. Sleek glass towers reflect the city's dynamism, while visitors climb, explore, and interact, blending art, design, and community engagement. Finally, the skyline unites past and present. Historic brownstones sit shoulder to shoulder with billion-dollar supertalls. One World Trade Center rises as a symbol of resilience. Twilight casts a reflective glow on the Hudson River, encapsulating a city defined by ambition, innovation, and layers of history.